What is up, Champions fam? It's Zeke 4-0 back with a brand new WWE Champions video. And ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we have a brand new 3-star gold. So that means that the brand new Coin and Evolve event is officially live and well. So please make sure to take care of any enhancements, any fuses that you need, anything that you've been sitting on for a while now. Take care of it because this upcoming weekend, this Friday evening, Faction Feud is back at it again. So, with that in mind, this Faction Feud is very interesting because for the main card, for your main event slot, you're running Showboat Brutus the Barber Beefcake at 3-star or higher, or you're running Eric Rowan Powerhouse or Luke Harper Striker, aka the Bludgeon Brothers, the seasonal champions for this 2-year anniversary Faction Feud. Then when it gets to the mid card, you have a unique setup with D-Generation X members and technicians Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Rick Rude, and Acrobat X-Pac, and as well as the new gen class. And last but not least, you also have the ultimate save with the bottom slot. Now, remember this. The main event slot is going to be a +2 to all move points. The mid card slot is going to be plus 20% damage, and the final crew slot at the bottom of the card is going to be plus 10% health. So with your bottom slot, know to bring your top guys if you don't have a top tier new gen character, if you don't run D-Generation X, if you don't use Brutus and you didn't pull either of the Bludgeon Brothers, always know that you have those bottom 5 slots to save your butt if you need to make something happen. But I also want to cover this. When it came to making decisions about my roster, I chose, you know what? I've paid attention to a lot of tier lists. I'm always trying to do my research on my champions that I already have. I've made mistakes in the past that I regret. I've made mistakes that ended up benefiting me. And so when it came to finally deciding, you know what, I really need to know who my 4-star click is going to be, I finally just sat back and thought, I don't need a tier list for this. I know who I like to run, who I like to use. And regardless of tier list, these guys have actually pulled out some really cool, amazing victories for me in the past. So why not go ahead and invest in them? Bypass the tier list and the headache conversations of, well, Razor can do, or Tough Steph or next big thing. It's like, look, man, I've spent the disposable income like that, but I'm not pulling that crazy. I've already got a roster of over 100 champions. I'm not going to be spending any more disposable income to chase a said Razor Ramon or Eddie Guerrero anymore, when in reality it's like I've beaten them in feuds. I've kind of gotten to that point where, like, if I beat them in feuds, like, their tier list position doesn't mean anything, because I've beaten Duggan at 4-star. I've beaten next big thing Brock at 4-star. I've beaten Tough and Razor at 4-star. So yeah, I get their specs and I understand why they're the top of the line, but this is a game where you're getting an opportunity to use multiple champions. So why not go ahead and invest in the people that you want once you know who to work on and who feels right for you? So with that being said, I've decided that my 4-star bronze powerhouse is going to be Bam Bam Bigelow. Versatile moveset, versatile trainers, and very useful links. And I'm just going to run it down the line who I'm taking up to 4-star and investing in, because with my scenario, I know how I play and what I'm going to do. So this is the people that I'm taking up to 4-star. For Acrobat, it's going to be AJ Styles. Powerhouse is Bam Bam. Showboat is Andre. Striker is Sting. Technician is Bret Hart. And finally, Trickster is KO. Each one of them covers a different thing. They cover a different scenario. I'm covering my classes. I'm covering my different categories. I'm even covering different show links. So you got to get innovative. You got to get creative. Yes, Sting does not have a SmackDown or Raw link, but he does have a WCW link. And yes, Bam Bam Bigelow may not be no Lex Luger, or he may not be a phenom, but he does have a very useful ECW link. And I do just so happen to have Cactus Jack. So it's kind of one of those situations where you sit back and you got to understand who you are, how you play, and how you move. I had Cass go up the 3-star gold first because he took care of farming. He cleared content for me. But now I sit back and I look at my pool of powerhouses. I'm like, who else do I want to take up? Who can go the distance for me? And I'm not going to lie to you, man. Ever since I saw him in Major Pain back in the day, Bam Bam was my guy. I went and found video footage of him and the things that he did in the past. And Bam Bam was a beast, and he deserves that kind of respect in this game. So I'm going to make him a 4-star. So bad times don't last, crown ones do. And that's the video. Just wanted to talk about taking up Bam Bam and just shedding a little light on, you know what? It doesn't always have to be about tier lists, because if you take the time out to properly build up a champion from trainers and coaches and figuring out their move sets and their links and how to make them benefit you, then you don't really need a tier list. Tier lists are there to set you straight, to point you in the right direction. But guess what? Again, not everybody's going to pull next big thing Lesnar. Not everyone's going to pull Trickster Andre at 4-star bronze, or Elias. These are the breaks. Not everyone's going to have every single coach. That's just life, okay? There's the haves and the have-nots. But just because you don't have does not mean that you can't capitalize. So with that being said, before my phone dies and all, I hope that you had a good time with this event, good feuding in the future. And by all means, if you have any enhancements or fuses that you are proud of, by all means, comment and leave something down in the comments below, or even reach out and send me a picture on Twitter at Zeke410 Gaming, and we can just have a good time about it. But until next time, stay tuned. Peace.